Welcome to the Rooted Warriors, the podcast where the bonds of sisterhood are not just celebrated, but explored through laughter, tears, and everything in between. Join me and my two dearest friends as we dive deep into the roots of our own friendships, sharing stories and challenges. Whether you're looking for inspiration, advice, or just a good story, we're here to bring a piece of our sisterhood right into your life.
What if late bloomers weren't late, just unbothered by borrowed timelines? What if your setback was a setup, not for catching up, but for coming alive? Here's the truth that no one preaches. Some women don't peak, they unfold, layer by layer, battle by battle. And when they rise, it's not for show. If you've outgrown the noise, the timelines, the tighter jeans, and the tighter expectations, if you've been quietly rebuilding while the world keeps performing, you're not behind, you're in bloom. And the view from here, stunning.
Good evening, ladies.
Hello.
Evening.
I just want to say that I'm just so happy and grateful that I am here.
It's a blessing.
And this is just, for me, it's life-changing. And I hope that our listeners that are listening can just feel it. You know, that
Yeah.
there's a purpose for us gathering. There's a purpose for these words. You know, it's just so good. And I'm just so grateful to
Me
be
too.
here. Today we're going to talk about, we're not too late for this.
Yeah.
We do a lot of talking about what it feels like to be our age, to be coming into our 50s, to be in our 50s.
Who's 50? I'm 29. What are you talking about?
But
I'm in the wrong room.
I want it to be relatable, right? I want all ages and all seasons to listen and to be able to relate also. But in this way, in this episode, we are talking about like it's
So
being old.
So you younger chickies.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
You know,
really. Prepare yourself.
and just maybe offering the guidance and things like that. But this one is definitely, you're not too late for this. And I think at some point, you start looking back and being like, oh, this was it. And what was that for? All of this that we built.
Wasn't what I planned.
It wasn't what I planned.
Nope.
And where I blinked and I'm 50, you know, whatever the circumstance may be. For me, I didn't graduate high school. You know, I didn't have the opportunity to go to college. You know, you're tossed and thrown like in waves, right? And it's like sometimes we just live on survival mode and we just survive. And that's what our life is. It's like lessons of survival. And you maybe get to a certain age where if you're blessed enough not to have to be in survival mode, in which I know plenty of women that still are older than I and live in that survival mode. So I feel very blessed to be where I am at.
Trying to figure it out. That there's something to figure out.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know that
Yeah.
they knew that.
And growing up, like college was never even like a thing. Like it wasn't an option. It wasn't talked about in our household. So, I mean, it really, neither was graduating high school. You know, it wasn't, you know.
It was, this house better be clean by the time we get home. I'm just kidding.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right.
So I think that this is a great episode and a great talking point of what we can do, you know.
It's not over. Our lives are not over.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
many women feel like they've missed their
it's
window.
not. But it's not, right? And that's what we're here to say.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, our last episode, we talked about rest, right? And how
Right.
it's different now and how we need times of rest. So it's not to say that we don't need that,
Right.
but we can rediscover ourselves still. And there's so much left to do.
Right. 100%. So August 19th, I start college.
Wow.
Girls gone wild. Back to
Congratulations.
college.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm excited, and it's not, you know, I'm not going to get a degree or anything like that. But I am going to sewing and manufacturing and pattern making
I
and
love it.
design. And I'm super excited
You
about
should
it.
be.
But that's not all.
And French.
Oh,
Which
and
I was just
oui.
yes.
Baguette.
I chose French because I feel like my mind is withering and I'm more forgetful. And I know that when you learn new things, it creates synapses inside the brain
does.
and new neural pathways and things like that. So I chose French. I just was notified that French interferes with my sewing. So I have to pick something else.
Oh.
Yes. But I think
Wasn't
I'm going to
meant
do
to be, then.
it wasn't. So I think I might just do something else that I can be passionate about, maybe like cooking or baking or something like that.
That's
And
fun.
just a certificate class. I don't need a certificate and I don't feel like I need a degree. I don't long for anything
Right.
like that. But I do want to kind of hone in on what I do feel passionate about. So I'm super excited
You should
about
be.
Oh my
going
gosh.
to college.
I'm excited to see what you create.
Yeah, me too. What you make me. I'm just
Yes.
kidding. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's something that is
I might have to
Going
jump on
on.
your coattails with that.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been wanting to do clay and paint and stuff like that. So I didn't think about going to MJC though, to take a couple classes just for the classes. And I love the fact that you're talking about the whole memory thing with language or something. And
Yeah.
like that recall is so important. And they say to try to learn a new language when you're our
Yeah.
age for that.
yeah,
And so,
or learn to play an instrument.
yeah, that
like,
was the other one.
you
Yeah.
know, something like that. And I think that dementia runs in my family very much so. And that will not be me. So
Not
yeah.
if we
I like
have
that.
anything to say about it.
Yeah, no, not
Well,
at all.
I'm happy to go to Pottery Mine or whatever it's called. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
she said I'm going to paint a bowl.
Paint by number.
I'll paint a frog.
Yeah, but for you, like I feel like it's a little bit different. Like you're not in like the calm era. Like
Yeah.
you're still building
Building.
and building
Yeah,
and
I'm
building and
almost there.
building.
I keep saying I'm almost there. We'll see.
Yeah, she's not.
No,
She's
she'll never be.
addicted
Yeah.
to
It's true.
kind of like the rat race and
Power.
power.
just
and
joking.
building.
Power.
The ultimate power of the universe.
You guys are mean. So
You know
not
what it did just flash and remind me of when my mother-in-law was on the show and she talked about
Seasons.
Seasons.
Yeah.
And I do believe that I am in my becoming
Yeah.
season. So, or era, whatever you
Right.
want to
Yeah.
call it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. What about you, Andy? What season do you feel like you're in right now?
I still feel like we're building. We're
Yeah.
still building because we are building slightly obsessed. And, we didn't do the whole make sure you have a retirement thing. And
Right.
so we're still building, but we are doing that also, which is somehow finding balance with becoming,
Yeah.
who this person is we want to be
Mhm.
in this last, couple chapters of our life.
Do you
So-
feel like by moving into your becoming that you could almost like bounce off of that
yeah.
creatively to become, better at what you are doing now?
Will
like,
help you in your building
where-
phase.
Yeah, like maybe building and becoming are hand in hand.
That's
Yeah.
what it feels
know.
like. Totally. In fact, it brings me a type of peace to like be building that I don't think that I could be in even approaching the becoming stage without continuing this building phase first. So it's
Yeah.
being done together. And you're right. It's sort of just like feeding each other.
Mhm.
And it's where I'm just trying to find the balance of where that is at.
I find that my building is kind of part of my becoming because I build things and businesses and people. So I feel like that's part of my becoming too.
Mhm.
So
it overlaps.
it does.
Yeah, it
I can
does.
see
There's a
that.
transition period.
Yeah.
It seems like for some of
Yeah.
us, there may not end though. I can see
God, I
you just
don't
like
know.
boss chicken it all along, but
Maybe.
I feel like watching your growth through kind of building businesses to really honing in on what you're really skilled at.
Right.
has
focusing on
been
that.
such a nice journey for you.
Yeah,
And
for
that is
sure.
art
Right.
also.
It is.
You know?
It is. It's a form of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is like, have you ever noticed that like we treat late bloomers like they just barely made it? Like, woo, close call. Thank God she squeaked in before the dream
She almost
expired.
made it.
Yeah, right.
She almost made it.
She's
But what if
really
it-
pushing her expiration date.
dude. Yeah, like you're really. What if it was? What if it was on time? And what if you were just blooming like on a different calendar? Like it wasn't meant to happen. It just wasn't meant to be like that.
Like we
you
talk
know, like
about
we're
blooming,
trying to
we're
like
talking about our periods. I don't know why, but I'm like, what's the calendar date of
into
your
a
period?
woman. We're blooming into a woman.
I'm a late bloomer.
Blossoming.
But here's the thing is that we don't really need to catch up. We just kind of need to wake up a little bit and use the experiences that we've been having to go through to get to this part as kind of like a superpower, sort of, to get us there.
Right. Right. Like you're not too late.
Not at all.
Do you think that
Who said
like
that anyway?
women, we feel pressured to do things in a timely manner? Like isn't there a movie called Failure to Launch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like,
Our
you
clock's
know,
ticking.
Yeah, our clock is ticking. So do you feel like we feel the pressure more to be married, to have a family, to have a career, to have all of the things, you know, in like a set time frame?
I feel like men
right?
do too, though. Theirs is just a
Totally.
little different time frame than ours, but I feel like everyone has that because we all have a
Yeah.
natural clock that's ticking.
Well, and I feel like probably for men also, but there's just so many like directions you can go that you're never going to get the approval from other people that you did it right. So it's like you've got to know that you did it right inside for yourself because these people think you should have worked and these people think you should have raised your family. And there's not like an in between.
It's funny because Hannah just talked about that today because she went with me to a job site and we were hanging out together. I was showing her some stuff and then there was a mutual friend of ours there and, you know, her and her husband have been married just over a year. And of course, what's the first question everybody asks you?
when you're going
You
to
can
have a baby.
So this person asked and, you
She
know,
should say, we're just still having really good sex right now.
so we get in the car and she's like,
You want to
"What's-"
hear about it?
She's like, what's up with everyone always asking me when I'm going to have a baby? I'm like, honey, they do that with everyone. That's how it is. When you're first married, everybody asks you that. She goes, would everybody ask you that? And I said, no, because I got pregnant on my honeymoon. Like there was no time. They're like, when are you going to stop having kids?
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, that's natural, but it's because everyone is setting your clock for you.
Right.
Like it's a program.
And expectations
Yeah.
also of whether or not you made it. And
It's
did it
like, oh, you're
properly.
married. That means you have to procreate now.
Right. And did you get a house? And do you clean the kitchen? And do you wear an apron? And do you take care of your husband? And do you like
And
like,
do you go to work? Are you self-sufficient? Are you
Yeah.
saving your
Are you
money?
having
do you have a
babies?
joint? Do you have a joint checking account?
Right.
Everybody wants to know everything.
Have you bought a home yet? Have you
Yeah.
done this? Have you done that?
Mm-hmm.
do you
Yeah.
work?
Do you have a camping trailer?
You know, oh gosh, right? Everybody and their grandmother
Do you
has an
vacation
RV.
twice a year?
We didn't in 2025 yet. I'll tell you
my
that.
gosh.
This is the year of the build.
But it's true, right? It's the clock is ticking and everyone's keeping time for you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I saw in my era that I'm in right now, I TikTok a lot.
I know. She sends me 30 of them a night.
And I talk about it constantly too. Like,
Yeah.
on TikTok, I
Well,
saw
on TikTok, right? I ran across one, and it said, "I'm blooming now because
On your period.
no, I'm blooming now because now I'm watering myself."
Ooh.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So maybe
That's a good
we've
one.
been so busy watering everything and every person around us that
Right.
now I can water myself.
And I feel like life takes us on all these detours also.
so
It's
good.
so different.
I just want to like roll in it. It's so good.
It's a t-shirt.
It's so good. I just want to roll all over it.
I'm in my watering myself era.
I'm
Right?
going to water myself after this.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. So let's talk about some late bloomers, guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do it. Tell me.
So Julia Child, she did her first cookbook when she was 49 and her first cooking show when she was 51.
Ooh.
Miss Vera Wang, First wedding dress at 40 after fashion and skating.
Mhm.
Grandma Moses started painting at 78.
Wow. I'll throw a dude in there. Michelangelo sculpted David in his 20s, but the Sistine Chapel came in his 60s.
But hey, I gotta say,
Dang.
Statue of David's pretty great.
Clearly it was done in his 20s.
It was amazing. I'm like, I get it. So some little history, if we rewind just for a second. Turning 50 back in the day meant something a lot different. You know, in ancient cultures, reaching 50 was rare. Let's be honest. It was deeply respected when you got to 50. You were the elder, the wisdom keeper, the one people turned to. Where now nobody wants my damn advice. I could give it out and it's worth a nickel.
At best,
Do you
right?
guys ever find yourself looking around for the grown up in the room?
Every day. Every day.
I'm
then
telling.
you realize
What are
it's
they
you.
calling me? Who the hell do you think I am? I just give unwarranted advice. Okay.
We are now the old people in the room.
We are.
So on that, really funny, real quick. So when I was a teenager, we went to church here in town, and quite a few of those members and pastor and everybody had split up over the years. So I guess that they had a big reunion a while back. And one of the members came back and she walked in, and she's older than us by like 20 plus years. And she walked in the room and she says, "Where are all the old people at?" And she goes, "Oh wait, we are the old people."
Yep.
That's how I feel
That's how
about
it feels now.
If you even walk into the bar section of a restaurant, that's how I
God.
feel now. I'm like, oh,
Well,
wow.
I just walk
I could
in and
be
walk
all
right
of your
out.
mothers.
I don't want to walk into a bar section ever again.
Right?
Like,
Me
I'm
either.
fine.
I do not belong.
I'm fine with it. But also, go ahead.
I told Patty the other day, we were at the farmer's market and we were eating dinner, and there were two gentlemen across the table, like the next table
Right.
over from us, and they were older. They
Right.
were in their 70s.
Okay. And they were having a good old time?
They
or
were
what?
staring me down like I was a piece of chocolate. I looked at Maddie and I was like, I'm old.
I'm being scammed on.
Oh my
Like,
God,
No.
by 70-year-olds.
No.
Shame on you. You're old enough to be my father. Wait.
They don't
I'm
live by
old.
the clock that you set for them.
I guess if he would have had a child when he was 12.
Gina, you're not in control of their clock.
That's true. That's true.
So
That's hilarious.
also, in medieval times,
Bullshit.
50 started to mean the old age. Life expectancy was very short then, and you were expected to step back, fade out, and disappear into the background. And if you were a woman, that was even more so.
Isn't that what we just said we wanted to do?
I was like, I want to rest. Like, I don't know which one I want. Am I bare wing?
I'm not really here.
Am I dead?
I know, right? I don't know yet, right? You haven't decided.
So by the 20th century, turning 50 came with retirement plans, midlife crisis
Yes.
jokes. You were
Over the hill.
Over the hill. You were told your best years were behind you. It's time to slow down, stay quiet, look back instead of forward. But here's the truth, guys. We're not supposed to fade. We're just getting more clear. So our vision is better now,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
Turning 50 means power, clarity, permission to show up fully without apology. You're not disappearing, you're reappearing, but on your terms.
You're right.
And you're 5 years away from a senior citizen.
Hey, I told Bob we should move into the 55 and over community. I
Yep.
want to do it. I'm in to do it. I want to sell my house, make some big cash, and say,
and live in a resort.
yeah, I can play pickleball every day.
Adam says he's so excited. He's like, babe, 5 more years and we can live in a senior
I can't wait.
senior
I can't wait.
community.
They're my favorite people. I want to hang out with 80-year-olds.
Yes.
I hang out with 80-year-olds already. My good friend Dottie is
hang out with
80.
70-year-olds. I'm married to one.
That's true, right? That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
All
it's
right.
so
Well,
true.
this is the thing. Maybe you were busy surviving, healing, raising kids, mourning something, believing lies about who you were, but that doesn't mean you're too late, right?
No, not at all.
It just means you're finally clear enough to start dreaming while you're awake. So instead of just laying at night, sleeping and dreaming about the things that could happen in life, now
let's do it.
we're watering ourselves, right? Like Gina said.
And we're not ashamed. We're not worried about anything.
No,
I don't give a shit anymore.
Look, at Rooted Warriors isn't going to let you worry about it. You're not allowed to worry about.
Let's be us.
Right. Because the only expiration date that exists is the one that you believe, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So little known facts that prove a point are, did you know, this is so wild. I found this. And people are going to be like, what the heck does that got to do with anything? But I thought it did. Octopuses don't even start dreaming until they're halfway through their life.
What did you say? Octopus. Sorry.
What did you think I said?
I wasn't sure.
No, she said it weird.
I was like, until 40?
Octopuses?
Oh,
No, sorry. Our
just
minds are in
sounds
the
weird
gutter.
now.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
Okay, we're talking about the things with the 8 legs. And if yours has 8 legs, that's another episode.
That's another episode entirely. Stay tuned for.
Well, anyway, the scientists don't even know why, but they only start dreaming and when they're adults. They have to have lived like half their life before that that happens to them. Is that bizarre?
How do we even know this?
How do they know
study
that
this?
an octopus dreams?
Yeah, like what's the giveaway? Are they kicking when
They
they're
have this
sleeping?
machine with these little, I don't freaking know. What are you asking me?
We're just wondering. We're just wondering.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I just wanna
It was
know.
like some weird guy that was like, hey, you want to test out some
Hey, I got this octopus.
dream?
He's got a CPAP machine. They put him on little treadmills for all 8 of his legs.
Stress test. Oh, he's dreaming.
Oh my goodness.
But next is the redwood trees. They spend decades growing downward. I did not know this, but they grow decades growing downward, sometimes for 40 years before they start like really growing upward.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
That's right. Except
been
I was
rooting.
50, so not 40.
I've been rooting.
I've been rooting.
That's my new excuse.
I like
think.
that.
Yeah, for sure. That's funny.
What else you got?
I got caterpillars. They don't just sprout wings. They dissolve into soup first. Did you know that?
Soup.
Yeah, like
Minestrone?
so like a caterpillar, it doesn't just go into the cocoon and grow its wings. It literally dissolves into like fluid and regrows into the butterfly.
No way.
That's what someone tell me
Is
I'm
that
wrong.
real?
I'm telling you that's what it told me. No, unless you
Wow.
don't believe everything on the internet.
If that,
Unless you think you know better.
I know, right?
if that information gets out, people are going to be like, okay, so I just ate caterpillar soup. It's anti-aging.
Yes,
my
I rubbed it
gosh.
on my face.
Yes.
It's a fluid and it's yeah, they're going to do something with it for sure.
Cat's out of the bag.
But anyway,
Speaking of face fluid, real quick. So Bob just told me that argan oil is like a rare commodity now. Like they're not making enough of it. I was in the middle of a shower. This is a true story. I was in the middle of a shower the other night, and Bob pops his little head in there, and he's like, "Hey, did you know?" he goes, "Did you know?"
hey, fun fact.
That argan oil is now like it's going like extinct because you guys are using so much of it. And I'm like, I'm trying to shower here. He goes, what did they use it for? Because he was just curious. Like, and I'm like, why are you asking me? Let's call up Andy. Right? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's for like shampoo, face stuff. But anyway, so face, yeah, sorry.
That's hilarious.
I got distracted. ADHD.
Well, then we won't have any more caterpillars left either because
Not if everybody's going to be eating soup.
Dude, they're already wiping snail sludge on their face.
I know. What's
So
next?
what? Caterpillar soup.
Weirdos.
Seriously, it wasn't us. We didn't invent
Did
it.
not do it.
And it might be something I'm bringing with me to. It didn't work for me.
It was the non-working.
It was the non-working thing that I bought.
Snail
mucin.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, those were the ones I came up with. I thought were pretty funny. That
So guys, what failure have you had that's a plot twist for you? Like you thought it was a failure, but it's now a plot twist.
I feel like my God can turn everything back into good. So I feel like he kind of has, like with my divorces and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it took my bad marriages and gave me a good husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I always
Not
learn
trying to get all
so
like that,
much every time I fail. I'm like, oh, I won't do that again. First off,
soup, butterfly.
a soup, butterfly.
Right.
Literally, he turns us into soup, and then we go and fly away.
I think we turn
I
ourselves into
love
soup and then he
that.
goes butterfly.
I just love that it's all about butterflies.
Yeah.
Yay!
Look at you bringing it for a full circle. Did you know that women's brains actually rewire and strengthen in their 50s and 40s? Like I seriously, we were sitting here talking about aging and we're just like,
I feel like my wires have come apart. They're not connecting right now. So I look forward to them reconnecting and being better.
You should try a foreign language.
Yeah, seriously. Well,
I feel like I speak a foreign language
half the time when you can't get your words straight.
No idea what I'm saying.
Yeah, they say that thanks to hormonal shifts, part of our brain is linked to clarity, creativity, deep intuition, and peak midlife.
I think that's probably the bonus of losing all of our estrogen is that we now are a little bit more logical.
A little more clarity
I
here.
hate to sound like the guy of the group, but I think we're probably getting a little bit more logical.
That's hilarious. Your second half isn't a downgrade anyway. It's the upgrade that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
We'll just go ahead and look at it like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it.
They say women over 40 are the fastest growing college and business.
Because we got our stuff to more together.
Yeah, demographic. Let's see. Running businesses while going back to school.
Gina, what would you chase if you weren't embarrassed to be a beginner again?
Yeah, what would you do?
If you could do anything with your life and you didn't have to worry about being embarrassed or age or anything else, what would you do?
Now,
as
my 50-year-old self, I think speaking.
You would go
like public speaking for women.
Motivational speaking.
Yeah, I think so.
I like that.
You'd be good at that.
Music.
Because you were going to be a comedian anyway.
Well, I think that part of motivational speaking is being able to relate to people. And I think that because of what you've went through these 50 years, you have a lot to say.
100% why the 40, 50 age comes into play, I think, because we need those decades to kind of gain some perspective.
Yeah.
Right. Have something to compare it to.
What about you?
I don't, what I would do at this age right now, I think I'm getting ready to do it. I think I'm getting ready to, well, one is this podcast actually, is us coming back together. And we sat down and we had a big, long conversation about that. And it was like, okay, well, this is sort of what I want to do with this part of my life.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? And the other part has to do with what we were just talking about, taking classes and exploring our creativity. Maybe that's why we're feeling that way though, is because we're feeling more creative. You know what I mean? Like that's a part of us that's blooming at the moment. So I don't know. What about you?
It's a good question. I feel like if I had the choice of anything and everything, I think I would do something very different than anything I do right now. And I don't know what that is. I honestly don't.
You would have a herd of cattle.
But yeah, probably.
No, I'm
studying.
She would be.
Yeah. Making better, churning better.
Something that has nothing to do with technology, nothing to do with money or businesses or anything like that. It would just be like totally different.
Like something wholesome.
Yeah.
Like living in the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah. And not really having a whole lot of anything. Like I don't see a whole herd. I see like 2 cows, a pig.
One that you milk and one
whatever.
that you butcher
I don't know
later.
how many you gotta have. Like cherry trees, do I have to have 2? I don't know.
Yeah.
So it would just be really simple. It would be very basic, making biscuits every day. And, it would just be different. I think
we could be 300 pounds. I'm just kidding.
It'd be great. No, but I'm working so hard that I'm like 120 again, because I'm working hard, but I'm enjoying it.
Milking cows.
Yeah. And I don't have all the little stresses and I don't care about certain things. So that's how I would kind of reinvent myself, I think. I think it'd be like Little House on the Prairie.
I think I'm changing my answer to Mo's answer.
Yeah.
I like her answer better than my answer.
I want to be married to Michael Landon too.
Okay,
Sorry,
probably
Bob.
not that.
Sorry, Bob.
So what you're saying is you would live on Little House on the Prairie.
I would.
She pretty much told us her fantasy.
There's this girl, she's either like TikTok or whatever platform she is, but she started out with just wearing 30 days. She wore a dress every single day.
Oh my gosh.
Every single day. That's what she wore. And she was just trying to kind of go back and get in touch with her feminine side. And it like changed.
I love that.
It
That's
changed
really cool.
her life.
That's
was
really
it
cool.
was it a different dress every day?
Yeah.
She got it. So she got 30 dresses.
I mean,
I would wear a
maybe
dress
she got
every day.
7.
You wear a dress almost every day.
I
anyway.
was,
Yeah.
but I was excited because if I could have one for every day of the month,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would be like,
It's like, damn.
yeah, that would be great. But
Yeah, it turned her into like making her own clothes and then
Wow.
doing things like that and just really getting back.
I think doing those type of things and not feeling forced to do it like it's some religious thing or something. You know,
right.
like I'm not German Baptist. I'm not whatever.
Oh, right.
I'm doing it because like I actually want to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's the most amazing thing ever.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it's not
for
your
sure.
mom going, you should wear more dresses or
Right,
something like
right,
that. It's
exactly.
because
It was your own decision.
I like that.
I like that
Yeah.
it brought her back to her femininity where she was able to use it like as a power
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I like
cool.
that.
So I think on this topic that hopefully it inspired some people out there to, it doesn't have to be big, right? It doesn't have to be degrees or anything like that. It could be simple, like going to sewing school. It could be simple, like making a decision to find a creative outlet,
Like a podcast.
like a podcast, like going to the pottery place and painting a bowl. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Exactly.
Or gardening, or
I challenge you all that are listening to do that.
yeah,
I
just
like that.
find some kind of simple pleasure, and we don't owe the world, anything. Our story is perfectly timed just how it is.
There's
I'm
no
not-
explanation.
No, I'm not late at anything. It's perfectly played out how it was supposed to be.
And isn't his time always better anyway than ours? I feel like our time is so bad. If we would have had our way the way we wanted it, we probably wouldn't even be where we are right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me say this plain and simple. You're not late, you're not lost, and you're not behind. You are blooming on your timeline, in your own power, with every scar, every lesson, every ounce of wisdom that only you can carry. Don't shrink, don't second guess, don't wait for someone else to tell you it's okay to begin again. This is your season. Say yes to it boldly, wildly, fully. This is Mighty Mo. Feel blessed, be blessed.